All right, are we ready for Christmas? Boy, I've been really working Teresa, and she keeps on saying, you got so much stuff, Elle, what are you going to do with all of it? I'm going to go fast and show you lots of things. How's that? First of all, you have my Christmas Quilts and Crafts book. And I don't know, you have to look at the front and see when I wrote it. But the great thing is that Christmas doesn't change. And you can use these patterns over and over again. And so that's what I'm hoping. It's here for you to use now while you're sitting here. Anyhow, I promised you the first thing that we would do is the tree skirt. Yes. The tree skirt. And you want to see the die. This is the die right here. It's big. It goes pretty fast. It's just wedges. There's 20 wedges here. And in this particular one, they did these directions using only 4 colors. And this one used 5 colors. And I made this one. And I have no idea how many colors there were. Brenda and I went out to all the Christmas fabric, which, by the way, is 25% off. And we just kept on picking fabrics, and it just looked so good. And we had a really great time. So this is the one that I made. I need to stand over here. And it was so much fun, and it went very quick. And I had to use the gold. All the fabric has gold in it, so I put it around. I want you to know I carried this tree from Pennsylvania. And when I did this, I had to order my extra wide rickrack, kind of different, unusual. So you don't have any written directions for this. It's not in your Christmas book because it's just new. But I'm going to show you. Here's the die, like this, nice, big, and fancy. And I decided to take it easy and only use 4 fabrics. Let's see. Okay, see if you're good mathematicians. Okay, 4 fabrics, and you're supposed to have a total of 20 little wedges. How many do you have to make? You guys are so good. You must not have had the pandemic when you went to school, huh? Those poor kids don't know anything, huh?
We didn't have the new math.
Oh, God, the new math, forget it. Okay, so anyhow, what the directions show is to sew this in pairs. And I go, okay, well, how am I going to do this fast? So I bought 4 3 1/4 yard pieces. You can remember that or write it down, right? And I am supposed to be sewing these right sides together. So I go, okay. I got to do this fast. So I'm going to leave this one right side out. And I'm going to take this one and put it right sides together to it. Okay, you going to help me, Teresa?
Sure, what can I do for you?
Oh, yeah, you can do a lot. Are you mic'd?
Yes.
Good. She's my good helper. Okay, so let's lift this up. Okay. All right. And my idea is to do this quickly and efficiently. So I've got that all folded over like this. Got it? And I just want to cut 1 pair of wedges. I'll roll this up like this, okay? That's good? Okay, now, give me the die. Okay, get ready, Teresa. And we drew lines on it. We drew lines. This is really for the first one, so we keep it, so we make sure we get all our pieces. So I'm going to just take this whole piece and put it like this. Okay, and with this stack, I am going to get 2 sets of wedges. And this is what I did last night. I did all of this last night in about 20 minutes, and I was even tired. And I was hot. Hot, baby, hot. Okay, so now I'm just going to make sure with this line here that I pull this completely over so I don't miss anything. Okay, it's up on the top. There's a fold, but see the line? Okay, can you go real close, Eric? Yeah. There we go. See that? So I want this up at the top so I don't cut off anything. That would be really bad. And it's lining over to the edge. This is good. Okay, Teresa, do you have the mat?
Yes.
Okay, so just have to put it on. You're okay. You're good.
Okay.
Yes.
And then
And now you gotta hold this,
Okay.
cause we want to just roll it right through the machine. The Go Big, for those of you that have never been here, you need to go big. Forget the little stuff. You know, honestly, I have been through so much with falling and everything and working with my therapist. And he told one of the ladies that she should stop quilting. And I got really upset.
Really?
I said, no, don't stop quilting. Get a go big.
That's right.
Okay, so just down, slide it. Okay, what do you think? There I have 4 pairs. Oh, we forgot to do that,
You
Teresa.
want me to help you or you
Yeah,
can do it?
okay.
Can you do it?
Yeah, okay. I'll show you how to do this. Okay, see there, we couldn't figure out there's a little spot in here where this didn't take it, but I have a solution. Okay, you see this? Do not throw this away because, yeah, no, I want several. Okay, don't throw it away. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to save it. Okay, yeah, don't give it to Brenda. Okay, so now here we go. I want to keep these all together. Okay, and now got this, and see, I like to be economical. I just can't stand it getting rid of scraps. Keep that.
That's good.
Okay.
Don't throw that away.
Okay, now you got to flip it. You get it? Huh? You know what, Teresa? I have to turn this around.
Yeah, it's easier.
Okay.
And now you don't have to put it back.
There you go.
Now, flipped it around enough. See that line? Whoop. Pull it over. Pull it down. Make sure it's down enough. Okay, I'm going to put this on. And now, the big paper. All that I'm trying to do is give more pressure on this mat so those little places go through.
Okay.
Okay, and this was like at the bottom. And
One more?
yeah, I need everything. I need lots. You know what? I just stick my paper sheets underneath my mat, and then I have them whenever I'm ready. Okay, so now, you go again.
Yeah.
Neat and tidy, right?
Yes.
And so what I'm trying to do is cut 5 wedges across on this fabric. 5 wedges, and I'm trying to not waste any fabric. It's 4 layers, and okay, I have to tell you how I was so excited. I told Teresa that I did 5 of these. And she said, Elle, you did 10. Really, the way that I'm doing this, you can get 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, do your math. Okay, see this? Boop, 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 boop. Let's pick this off. Yeah, and don't let this mess you around. Okay, we're about ready to see it. Okay, I'm just going to take this and this. I'm sorry, you can get rid of that. It's just, okay, now let's see. I'm waiting to see if I can pick this up on the bottom.
Almost.
Oh, yeah.
That'll cost you a lot for that little tip. Right? Isn't that a good tip? That is a great tip. Okay, so then you have to do exactly the same thing again. We've done 2 of these pairs now. There's 4 layers in here. There's 2.
8 pieces.
Yes, and you'll actually have enough for 2 of them because you get all of these. So anyhow, I wanted a real country look. And so now, Teresa, I'm just going to let you sit down and sew. Yes, you have to sew because I'm going to pick it up. Okay, and what I want to do, so we do red, white, red, white. I just wanted it to be country. And instead of the gold rickrack, I'm going to put some, gold rickrack, I'm going to put red. How's that? Won't that be cute?
Now, do you put the rickrack? Oh, you put it on top of it.
Yeah, so I'm going to just have Teresa. So you sew everything in pairs, and you save all of these scraps. And Teresa told me I have to stay neat. Okay, and I put the dark on the top because you're going to be pressing your seam towards the dark. Okay, will you cut this off for me? Oh,
Go ahead.
we don't even have any iron here.
Oh, I do.
Okay, so I put the dark on the top whenever I cut so that I can set the seam, open, and press towards the dark. Okay, now let's see how we like this for a real country Christmassy look. What do you think? It's cute, isn't it? All right, so that's all you have to do. Is that easy?
Yeah.
It's very, very easy. And so you just keep on cutting and sewing until you have 20 in your circle. 20 in your circle. Make sure you use a good 1/4 inch seam when you use your when you sew your wedges. It'll be all bumpy if you use less than 1/4. I recommend, if you can, make like a wide 1/4. Move your needle to the left and make it a good 1/4 because you'll get all bumpy. You know, you can't lay a circle out if it's not perfect. So this is what it actually looks like when it's all sewn together, like this. I could use this one if I wouldn't have been sloppy with my gold trims. And now I'm thinking about I got to take these all out and change and make that neater. But anyhow, I'll show Eric over here so everybody can see it. So basically, I treated this just as a quilt with batting. I wanted to do that. You don't need to. Some of them in the pictures just have binding around the outside edge, but I chose to pick backing. I took and put my 2 pieces of fabric right sides together. First I put my rickrack on the bottom, the outside edge. I did my rickrack just on this and sewed the rickrack around. Then I put the 20 wedges right sides together to this fabric. And I sewed the batting. I put the bottom on the bottom too. I sewed the whole way around the circle, but I left an opening on one side, about this big. And then, and then I just turned it right side out. That's all it was, quick like that. Right side out, and then I had to turn under this edge. I edge stitched it because it just laid better. And then I did this because I wanted to quilt it. And honestly, I thought, okay, I'm not going to do 20 times. That's good, right? So I did. That's what I thought. I thought it would just knock you over. Because you know what? When the sun shines on this, it's really sparkly. But I just liked gold, and I thought it would be fun. So the only problem is that 3 does not divide evenly into 20. And so I did it at the back because I said, okay, I'll just slap them over. Nobody will ever see that it didn't work like that. Yeah.
Counting your sections anyway.
Yes, I did. Because I had batting and backing and top, I used 3.0 stitch length on my sewing machine. Actually, I used my walking foot, and that was really nice. And I thought, oh, it's going to take me so much time, but no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Just to go right down the center of the rickrack.
Now, did you press your seams any particular way?
Yes, when I had all 20 together, I pressed them in the direction that I was going to sew the whole way around the circle. So just however you're going to iron, however you're going to press the seams, and I didn't press them open, I just pressed them to one side.
Okay. It's very pretty. Very pretty.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. And I have to tell you, it didn't take long at all. It was just fun to do. And I was going to put ribbons to tie it in the back, and you can just overlap it. Forget ribbons. You could do this any size, yeah, with just doing a different size wedge and making it a little circle. If you have just a little tree, like sometimes, you just want to have a little table tree. You could just make a little one for your table tree. All right, where did my scraps go?
They're right there.
Oh,
I
my
did not do
goodness.
it. I was not there doing
They're
anything
so
with
important because you can take these scraps and use your strip dies. Pick 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. Cut them smaller. Keep the length because you can use all of your scraps and turn them into a stocking. Is that cute? I know, I love it. And there's one right up there. That is from those scraps.
Wow.
We actually made about 4 of them. And not only that, when you cut a circle out of a square, you can take the corners and use them for the backing and even for the lining. So it's just really fun. It just has this little thing here. And I absolutely love to do the stockings. I know that this is not a new die. Where's our stocking die? We brought it right in. Our stocking die is not new, but it's timeless. My daughter-in-law asked me to make 10 stockings for her last year.
Is that what?
Yeah, this is what I want. This is the stocking. And there is a page. There are stockings in your book, and my sister Judy made like log cabin and some different pieces, but I had to use the stripes, the little strips that are left over, and did it. Start with a piece of batting, and I used the cotton batting. This is thin. You could use the polyester batting if you would like, and just cut your stocking right on your die. Just cut your stocking out on your die. And then I actually like to divide up my scraps into long pieces and shorter pieces. Otherwise, I'm just crazy, just running through making a mess. Okay, I've got a smaller stack and a light one. Okay, so whenever you start your stockings, I highly recommend that you place your first strip so that it's going up. And it has to be a long enough one. This is long. Is this long enough?
Yeah.
Okay, so you place your strip so that it goes up, up. And I will show you why. Because these are decent sizes of strips that you can make. But my one friend, she didn't listen. I won't tell you it was. And what did she do? She went down. And do you see what happens? Down. The difference? Ah, but you know what? The truth is you can do whatever you want. I don't mind, except that I found out that it's a lot easier to get these size strips than to get these big long ones that go the whole way across. And I will tell you, it's best if you start, I mean, why not make a plan, right? Take and lay out some pieces and have a plan. Make sure you know what you're going to do. I'm just looking really fast. I don't like to put the same size strip beside them, but you are going to place the first two right sides together, and you're just going to sew right through that batting. Open it. You don't need to press it. And then find a different color. A different color, a different width. Okay, put the next one, right sides together, sew through it. You have to watch you have more at the end and more on the opposite side, okay? And I actually got up this morning and I was so excited. I did this. I did this. Woo! Like that. Whoop. All right. That's all these fabrics that are left over. And it was just really fun to do. Okay, now if I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to mess everything up. But anyhow, there they go. Like that. And I put the pins on the outside. And up here I put it on the outside because once you get these all on there, then you take a pair of scissors and you cut, or you could do it with a rotary cutter. Maybe you want to come and do it, Teresa? You can do it for me because I'll look for the other ones. I'll look for the other pieces. So, you know, it probably took me maybe 20 minutes. And
Can I throw this away?
you can throw it away. Those you can throw away. Yes, throw them away. And she's just following the outline. It's just really good. So let me see. I put my fabric that you gave
Don't
me.
cut through your pin that she put in there.
Okay, so I'm really into, see, you know what this is? It's of the corner, isn't it? Yeah, it's the corner. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see. If I make a stocking, this is has to look like that, right? I personally like my stockings hanging in this direction. I don't know why, and I like them all hanging in that direction. Yeah, you got to go, you want them to go the same way. So this piece that I have here, it's really big and messy, but let's see. What I want is, this is going to be my backing. So think about this. Whenever you do the backing, wouldn't you have to put this upside down? Yeah? Yes. So that when you're finished, you have front and back, front and back. Okay, so now let's just see if we can get this to lay in here. Ooh, and get it on the corner. Ah, that's pretty good. There, is that good? Yeah. Okay, you didn't buy any extra fabric. You like that? Okay, give me a piece, a scissors again. Ah, I have it.
Where are they?
Yeah, are you keeping the table neat, Teresa?
I'm
Sure she
trying to.
This
Yeah.
is the backing. Yes, see? Ah, now, see this? That's the top.
Yes.
So what you can do, you can cut this off so you don't cut this. I mean, this could be a strip for the inside, right? Okay? And then you need to have lining for your stocking. So I took this and we're going to turn this all right side out. So I put these right sides together. I folded it right sides together. Okay? So now I'm going to put it on the die. Yeah? You're good? Okay. Where's your mat?
Right here.
Okay. Let's put your mat. And you could pass these around, okay? Pass them around real quick. And maybe leave me one. Okay. This is the page that I took out of your book. And Mara took the page number off. But anyhow, for me, the line, the floor's a mess already. So anyhow, she's got everything all stacked to line this, okay? We have the backing and the lining. The two pieces are right sides together. Good?
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go, El.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, so I guess what we've got to do, let's see. Whoop.
Size.
Yeah, okay, so I feel really bad because there's a couple of little places that it's not cutting through.
So you needed the paper.
I needed the paper. Why didn't you guys tell me?
I just thought of it.
Remember, the paper goes on top of the mat. So you have paper that you can reuse and reuse and reuse. Okay, so now let's look. And this is what your paper says. This is very important. Here is lining, right sides together. Here is back, wrong side up, because I'm going to just take my stocking and put it right sides together to my lining, my backing. See?
Yeah,
You have to have things right sides together if they turn out right, right?
right.
Right.
Right. Okay. So then you just pin the edges. I'd say take a peek. Look at this. You better do a little bit of trimming, right? Trim that out so it's absolutely perfect. So you can sew around the outside edge. Ta-da!
Yay.
See, that's all you have to do. We can do this later, huh? Okay. So now comes the magic. You're going to go do 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 do. Okay, so you want to take, here's the front, here's the back. You put your hand in, do 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 do. And you grab hold of the toe. And you go whoop.
Play with the toes.
Yep. Oops. I didn't plan that. Okay, and so then you got to poke this all out. Just poke it out. Poke it out, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out. And now this is the really fun part. So
Press the
you
magic. There's the lining.
there's magic. See, there's the lining. And so I'm going to get hold of the two edges of lining. Ta-da! So now there's the two linings in there.
Yay.
And there's the stocking. Okay, and then this is the, okay, this is the cuff. Okay, there are two pieces. Teresa, mine's on the floor. Can you get the, my cuff is on the floor. Yeah, there are two of them. See the top?
Oh, there, yeah, I was gonna ask.
It's two of them, so you take two of them. sew the ends together. See, sew the ends together. And I will tell you something, I have found out that sometimes when you trim this, it's not going to match, and that's really important. What's important is that this, when this is seamed and this is seamed, it's exactly the right measurement. Exactly the right measurement. Okay, so then you just take this, line up those seams, and you fold it. You fold it like this. Okay, so now I usually remove the arm from my sewing machine, so I have this free arm. And to make this really work, I actually stitch right around here. Do the stitch the top so it just stays together, and then you go doo 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 doo. Okay, open your lining, tuck this right in between, and get it all tucked in. Make sure it's the same size, and it's just going to work really good. Okay, see that? Will you turn one of mine inside out?
I see,
Yes.
because, and this is what she really wanted her hand on.
And that's very important, so I have to make up one.
There.
Okay, see?
Then she just
Then
sews
you just
all the way around.
sew right around there. See? Right around there. Because, because when you turn it, I'll show you and then I'll turn it back. Because when you pull it out of here, it's covered that raw edge, and you fold it down and look. It's all finished in there. Is that nice?
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. But this is the important thing, right?
Yeah.
And this is where everybody gets screwed up. So I have to make it up. I'm going to tuck it back in there. You have to put that little tag in there before that. And the important thing is that you have to put this little tag. Let me see. And now I'm going, okay. Think. I totally forgot. Whoop. Okay, you have to put it in between the lining and the cuff. Okay, you have to put it. Here's the lining, here's the cuff.
Into the
Yes, that's what everybody makes a mistake. See if I find this, and then you go, oop, okay. Look at this, it's perfect. There, look.
You want me to press it?
You make sure. Press it. Because everybody that I have, they do it backwards now. Okay.
Yeah. Easy.
Make sure you got it on this end, okay? Right here. Oh, thank you. Whoop. Okay. Fold it in half. Tuck it down in. Tuck it down in between the top and the lining. And then you stitch the whole way around the circle, and then you pull it out, and you say, magic!
Yay.
And it's all finished. Good?
Good. Yes.
Good. I'm breathless. I want to show you one that's in your book. And it is on page, one of the where the post-it is. Yep, the post-it, and it's on page 42. Page 42. And that is the little wreath. Oh, you know what? It looks really cute on the wall, but could you take it off for a minute? That was designed by Marshall Asher. She was one of our teachers. She has passed since. But anyhow, this is what the size is. They're from 2.5-inch squares. And I'm going to show you how to use the 2.5-inch strip cutter. How many of you have the 2.5-inch strip cutter? See, it's a die that Accuquilt says it's their most popular die. With this pattern, you can put the bow at the top, or you could put the bow at the bottom, whichever way you like. And it's an origami method that I want to show you. When I first looked at that, I said, I can't do that. But you know what? You can. You can. It's really fun and easy. So the book actually tells you the pattern, how much yardage to buy. And Teresa followed the chart for me, except she did not cut the 2.5-inch strips. The 2.5-inch strips. And so this is on the 2.5-inch strip die. There are 3 2.5-inch strips. So on the white, you needed to have 4 so that we could cut all of these colors together. We folded one part back. So there's 3 across, and this extra fabric is folded on top. And Teresa pressed it for me, so it's missing the blades. Okay, so this is the green, and you actually, I think you need to have 2 or 3.
I think it says 3.
3
What
green?
does that pattern say
How many
there?
green? How many green?
Yeah,
How
that's
many
what I
greens? 2.5. 3? Okay, look, with this is a green fabric. You get 3 across. This is the red for the bow. How many strips do you need for the bow? 1. So you're going to have extra. So Teresa put this 1 opposite the white, which is thicker. So it's not all lined up. So there's actually 2, 4, 6, and there's 8 on this side. 2, 4, 6 layers, right?
But
Okay.
this is not, it's only 6 layers because this one is in the opposite side.
Yeah.
You know, so you didn't have it.
Okay, so now we're going to put them all through. So the whole wreath is made with 2.5-inch squares. Is that easy? Just to cut, I mean, when you have that 2.5-inch strip cutter, it's so easy to just press your edges and run them through your strip cutter. Okay, when it stops, all you have to do is turn it off and start again. It should be green, but sometimes it goes blue, which means that you've got something against it that's making it stop. Just turn it off and start it again. Sometimes that happens. Oop. Okay. I wouldn't use this for the stocking. Little small, huh? Okay, so now I'm going to take these strips and just turn them the opposite direction to cut them into 2.5-inch squares, okay? You go like, okay, so I always like leave the salvages hanging over. There's a line there, so you can fold it back like this, and I would keep the fold hanging off the edge because you can take the fold and use it up. This is folding the fabric, okay? So you can go ahead and start salvage here.
I think you can fold it again because it's 6 layers.
Is it? Oh, we get the last 2.5-inch square then. Look, if you just line it up really nice. You know what? I have to be honest with you. I absolutely hate to count. I just sew until I run out. I never count. I just can't stand it. It takes me too much time. Oh, okay, did you see how I lined them up? Okay, so have you ever done this? No. Oh, yeah? This is going to be a whole stack of them. Okay, so I'm going to only make one origami. one little piece, but I'm going to show you how you would just be assembly line sewing. Okay, the first thing I want to do, ooh, look at this. All of these cut. Okay, Teresa, will you kind of make these into little piles for me, okay? And I want to have the green, and the white. And I am now at step number 1. Step number 1, we needed the paper, didn't we? We needed the paper. Step number 1 says take a green and take a second one and fold the green in half. Do you see that green pressed in number 1? Okay, what I would do is press all of these right away, 4 of them, okay? So that's, we have two of the greens. And it says to take this and put it right on the bottom. Is that what your picture shows? Pardon me? The fold, it's that, oops, I did it a little crooked. Yes, it has a line for the fold, and the fold is in the middle. Okay, so now, okay, Eric, if you can see. Green on the bottom, right side up, folded people, folded square, right sides together. Okay, and now take a white. It says white in number 3,
They're
right?
all organized for you.
Oh,
And this
yes,
is
I
for
forgot.
tomorrow.
I forgot. Look what Teresa gave me. Isn't this, she had, first she did this, and I saw her walking out to go home. She just looked like she was like so proud of her little box.
Kathy
then-
gave it to me a long time
And
ago.
then this morning I said, oh, okay, you know, that's so cute. Do you have an extra one? And she did. And she gave me a
There's your set
present.
that you need.
Okay, I'll do it with this.
Yes.
Okay, so the one, the fold, okay. Do you see white?
Yes.
That white is right sides together. Okay, right sides together. Okay, are you going to sew for me, Teresa? Okay, here we go. See? And she's gonna, you would assembly line sew all 4 of them. Okay? Okay, get it all lined up. And she went home. We're gonna show you what she did. Okay, just a 1/4 inch seam. And it doesn't take you long to sew down those 4 little seams. Okay, cut it,
yeah.
because we're not going to do
She's
a
like,
assembly.
you-
We're just
I
making
want to do
one.
more, but I realized we're just doing one.
We're on a move now. Okay, wait. Let's show them. So, yeah, that's
why I
like
need
that.
to wait, right? What
Yes,
you want.
okay. And this part right here, I go, how does that work? So actually, you have to turn it around like that. Do you see the picture at number 5? 5. Okay, now you take, look at number 6. You take a white, do you see the white in the picture?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to line that up right there. Okay? Okay, and now you take what color? Green. And you put that right sides together. Yeah? Right here I'm holding. That's where you sew. You see it in the picture? Okay. And so, and you can still be assembly line sewing this one in number 7. Do all 4 for your little wreaths. I'm using a 2.5 inch square, but Teresa went and she used a 3.5 inch square.
Oh.
And now, okay, now watch this. See? It's kind of like, looks like a bridge. Okay, Teresa's going to show you.
This one?
Yes, this is a 3.5-inch square.
Because I wanted it to be 12 and a half.
Is that cute? Yeah. It's exactly the same directions.
So whatever squares you use, you can just, they have the same squares.
Okay, now I need a pin.
Oh, you need a
Yeah.
short or a long one?
Yeah, so the picture, okay, I'm going to kind of make it look like the picture. The picture just shows that you take this folded piece and open it up. You open it up. This is going to be your little fold in there. And I found out if I just spread it apart with my fingers and line up this seam right here. See, this is down in here, and you want to make sure that it's up at the top. See, that line like that. And push these seams toward the dark. Dark on this side and dark on this side. And so you have this little flattened thing, and I'm just going to put a pin right here. How's that? And going to make sure that's pulled up so it's lined up, and put a pin right there. Another pin. Yeah, let me have 2 pins. It's okay. Okay. So now this little fold is inside here. The outside edges line up. This goes to the dark, the seam goes to the dark, and this goes to the dark, and it should lock. It's going to be, okay, so now if you can just line it up and sew, then you sew that seam going across there. Are you with me?
Yes.
Wow, you did really good, Elle.
I know, I can do it.
You did really good. I said, oh, she's pinned it right for me.
Yeah, I pin it so it's lined up. Okay, so then you have to just, it ends right there. It says, okay, we're waiting. This is going to be the magic.
The only problem is with my pins there.
So then you repeat with the red, doing exactly the same thing with the red. The red. But it does get a little tricky that on the center. When you go to center, you make 4 blocks. Mine are 9 inches.
There we go.
Yes. Okay, so we've got this, and this is what we're going to lay together. I'll do it over here underneath the camera. Okay, so it's the bow, the little bow, and then 1, 2, yes, 3, yes.
There you go.
Ta-da! All right, so now we're going to open it. Wow!
Cool.
Is that cool?
Yes.
It's very, very cool. Yeah, it's very, very cool. What did somebody say?
Magic.
It is. It's pretty magic. And then remember, we pushed our seams in opposite directions. You know that you can do the, let's see, I need a seam ripper, really.
Midnight,
Yeah,
get it for
but
you.
you remember we can do the swirling on this?
Yes.
And you can do it on this one too, if you can find a seam ripper.
Oh,
So-
how many would you like?
You know. Okay, I'm unsewing these 3 stitches on the white. You know that when Sue and I traveled, I always asked for her stiletto and her seam ripper, and oh my God. At one point near the end she said, Elle, I have given you so many of my stilettos. I'm not going to give you another. I'm not going to buy anymore.
You stop using it.
Well, when I cleaned my sewing room, she was right. I had about 6 of her stilettos. Embarrassing. Okay, so I took the stitches out in the white and in the white, and then you can just lay it flat, and you can just do that little swirl thing, push the top to the right and go whoop, right around. They open up, they get nice and flat like that. And now you can press them flat like that. And that's your bow.
And there's your finished one.
And there's the finished one, right. So you can see the way, once you have your 4 wreaths made, you can make an all white one in the center, or you can just make a square in the center. You can cheat. And this is squares, a big square cut into 4s. It's all here to go along there. And if you'd like to just make a big quilt, just make more little origami. Cute. I like it. Do you like it? Ah, yeah, these are the other pieces. Yeah, these are the other pieces. So I was thinking that I never showed you that before, right? Even if you've been coming for years, right? I needed to do something new for you. Because I know you guys you keep up with me. Okay, and you know what, and just on the next page, this is really cute, but yesterday, Teresa said, you should have done this one, making yo-yos, because we can cut circles with our Accuquilt. Yeah, you can, but there are so many different patterns in here that you can just go ahead and adapt them to your Accuquilt cutter. And Teresa told me, this is Teresa's girls, Teresa. She saved these dresses.
I did, but I couldn't get on the
How old
loft.
are they now?
Oh, and see this little shirt that she has? You can make these trees like this. The directions are in the book. You can make larger ones for a pillow or little one for the tree skirt. So there's just so many different things in here, right? All right. So, yeah, put them all up. Okay. So are you guys okay?
You don't need this.
No, because I'm
Okay.
not going to cut it and lay it
Okay.
out. I'm just watching the time.
Basically, this is your half triangles to put on the side. One large square, you cut it twice, and then the smaller one, you cut it once for the opposite corners. Okay?
You ready?
Yes.
You want to go?
Yes.
Okay. Another little pattern. More! More! Oh, you want more. This one is the little tree right here, and it's called In the Pines. In the Pines, and it is so well adapted to the Accuquilt cutter. You do need to have that secondary box for angles. Is that right? I think, yeah, 7 for angles, and I hope I have enough. But Merritt printed out the picture. Here it is, In the Pines. And you see this? You see that little one? That one is so cool. Of course, it's like shape number 14. Yeah? Shape 14. Great. And then the second one, it's the triangle. 13. These two are what really make In the Pines. In the Pines, and it's very easy to do. Yeah, you can do this in any size. Yes, you can do any size. just use these two shapes. They're both with 4-inch strips. 4-inch strips. 3-inch.
3-inch. Okay.
3-inch. Yeah, no. Okay, said it all wrong. 3-inch and 4-inch. 3 and 4. Is that right now?
3 and 4 and a half.
3 and 4.5.
Oh, there's 3
But
and 4.
I have to tell you that I cut up all my triangles. I cut up all my triangles. Let me show you. I did them already. Like presto! There. You need to have how many triangles? Big ones. Triangles in the middle.
1, 2,
Five.
3, 4, 5.
5. You need 5. And then the little ones, then how many do you need? Do you need 20? You need both sizes. You need, you just need a lot of them. But they're easy to make, and that is the one shape that I absolutely love to just keep on sewing. It's just really fun. So I think I'm just going to lay these out and show you. How's that? So to begin with, okay, now we got all of our stacks. Woo! The floor is getting lovely. What is unique about these? They are mirror image. These are mirror image. So whenever you take a pair and open them and lay them out like this, open them, open a pair, and just put them on opposite sides. Just open the pair and put them in opposite sides. And you see how this goes right in the middle. And if you have never used them, what is great about these are the notches. You don't have to, you have no trouble matching. And I'm going to take and flip this right sides together.
And you don't have something
You match
sticking
that
out. You don't have the
right
pieces.
on that end and right on this end. See how they line up? Exactly. And then when you open them, then the opposite side, you just do the same thing, just flip it right sides together. And it's totally amazing. This one I already put it on. You press the seams away from the green. Okay, see the top? How cool it is? Okay, and then you just flip this and match, match.
Yeah.
And so they're just really fun to do. I really like them. I hate to just mess these all up, but anyhow, I did. I got up this morning and I started making my trees. And this is essentially what it is. I just started doing assembly line sewing, and I think that it shows you on the back side the rows. Okay, so the first one on the top has background.
Okay.
Background. And then the next one, row 2, is just the different color with the white.
Okay. Yeah.
1.
You need to.
And then this one, the third row, it has 2. And then the third row would have 3. And then 4. And then you go and you take all of these little strips and you cut them to size. And they're going to go like this. You add onto this and just, okay, and you just keep on adding down the side. You give them backgrounds. You can see the background. Should we pull that one down and you can look at it? Uh-huh. Yeah. So they can really see it close. Okay. So put it right close for you. Okay. One. Background. This is row 2. Background, you have to make 2 of these. Okay, and then you just keep on adding. And I just keep on assembly line sewing. And so, and finally at the end, there's 3 in a row and then 1 with background. See the bows?
Oh, that's cute.
These are gifts. These are supposed to be gifts. Did you know that? These are supposed to be little gifts.
I like the ribbon.
Yeah, I brought Teresa really thin ribbon. Teresa helped me a lot. This star is one of the dies from Accuquilt. It just has paperback fusible on the back, and I just did the blanket stitch around the outside edge. My quilter in Julian just did a nice swirl, the simple quilting on this. I thought it was really nice. Yes, and this is that little 1 and flange, yeah, which adds a lot of color around the outside edge. And once you get going on this little tree, it does not take you long to do. I tell you all of that. It's fast. Every time. And don't you want to kill me sometimes? 2 dies, Accuquilt. And first I made a truck. I love the red truck. I love the red truck. And it's really, here is the pieces that are inside. If you can go really close on that, you see the shape of it. See how simple the shape is? And you just have to put paperback fusible on the wrong side of whatever color you want to use and cut them out. I only got my truck done and Brenda said, oh, let's put the trailer on the back of it. Wouldn't that be cute? Wouldn't that be cute? Yeah. And I was going, oh, and Brenda said, I'll do it for you. I'll take it home and do it for you. You should have a Brenda too.
Yeah, I need a Brenda and I need a
Brenda. Yeah. And you realize you need this size mat to cut these pieces. And I'm going to ask Brenda and just say, it didn't take you long either. You said it wouldn't. It didn't take long. Ron, how long? You ready?
Oh, that is so cute.
Isn't that cute? The little tree is a different die. I really love it. I happen to have, isn't the sky fabric great?
I love your sky fabric.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have some of these in my sewing room. You guys come up, I'll give you a little sky piece. But I think it's really cute to just connect that trailer right behind it. And you did the die exactly the same? You didn't adjust it or anything? I was afraid that the trailer would look too high, too big behind the truck. And she said, oh no, don't you see those trucks out there pulling those trailers?
Big trailers, yeah.
So Teresa would be a good time to show those ornaments. It's because it's kind of the exact same idea.
There they are. There's your pile just in general, and give me that stuff there. And I'm going to put these in front of your machine.
Yes.
Thanks for what you doing, Al.
Oh, thank
You
you.
can go pick up grandkids. Yeah.
So you need to take both of them home and make one for yourself. So this is the same concept. This is the ornaments. And there are several of them, but the ornaments can be just cut out of paperback fusible and glued to a stocking, or just maybe a little quilt that you can put on. But see, you can just glue them on, create anything you want. And that's it. They're simple. That's all that they are. These with little toppings on them, and let's see, more.
This is just an idea.
Yeah. The sunflower, the snow. Oh, look how pretty. God, that is so easy to just make it paper. It's a lot harder to make it with fabric.
Yeah.
We tried, we didn't do good, and just like a little block to put it together, snowflakes. And the snowman. Easy to do. There they are, right there. Cute, cute. Ooh, reindeer. Okay, so you ready for another one?
Sure.
Okay, this is the ultimate. You might have already done it. How many of you have made the bowl cozies?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to tell you, I do bazaars with the Women's Club in Julian. This is the most popular item that the people purchase.
Yep.
This is a little cozy, and they have two sizes right now. This is the small cozy, and it's really fun. This is the small cozy, and I should have stitched around the edge, but I didn't. I used a really cute print. Personally, I like to buy the bowls at the dollar store for $1. Now they're $1.25, and pick up a package of top ramen, 5 in a package for $1.25. So because this bowl really looks better in the large size cozy. And this is what we do. Just put this is like a $2, $2.50 expense, and they sell like that. You can put them in the microwave, and I use mine nearly every day. And I put mine in the microwave and heat up stuff.
Yep.
And Teresa told me that she doesn't like to have ice cream. So she, in her bowls. So she puts her ice cream in these bowls.
Right.
Cold. I love ice
Yeah.
cream.
Yeah, she likes ice cream. She doesn't like to get her hands cold.
Yep.
So this is the second die. This is the large size, and that's what that one makes. And I think this is safer if you're going to do chop. So all you do is like 2 cups of water and top ramen and microwave it, and you got lunch. It's so much fun. We got little, and we got a little bit larger. But did you know now, this is on sale at Quilt in a Day for a really large bowl. And this is not Accuquilt. This is, you just get these here at Quilt in a Day. They're all cut. And this is what the cotton is, the cotton batting. That's what it looks like, the cotton batting. And you're going to use 2 layers in it, 2 layers in every one. But we all said, okay, well, what are we going to do with this? This is big. Rolls?
Yeah.
Anything that you want to keep warm while you're eating dinner.
Right.
Yeah, the rolls, you have to have another bowl inside. All right. Here, this is, you know what, I do want to tell you that I actually washed this cotton batting. This cotton batting, it got a little dirty, so I washed it. And it came out really nice. Okay, you need 2 layers of batting and 2 layers of fabric. And we stacked them up, right sides together. Although I'm going to resfold this because I have heard some people say that the batting gets into the, yeah. Some people have just said that. So let's put the batting in the inside and make sure we've got it covered. This is cute, a little gift thing. This is our little one. Okay, the directions are very easy to follow. Okay, so let's look and see. Okay, let's see. It's hard to move. Ah, I did it. Okay, you take that. Okay, woohoo.
Look at that.
That was nice. Okay, so we have a layer of batting for each one of the pieces. Okay, now we're going to go and just follow the directions on the back, or you can go ahead and, I have that little paper around here.
What paper there?
You know what, and I have to tell you that I do everything quickly, except Teresa is very explicit, and I think she should tell you all the things she does. Can you tell them?
What are you gonna-
Where's your pretty one that you
Yes,
did?
definitely.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
okay, well, let's start with this. I just drew, they say to draw a line, you know, that's where you're going to top stitch on it. But what I did, let me get a ruler right here.
okay.
What I do first, before that, I go from point to point where we're going to do the darts. I'm going to draw a little X right in the center, and then I turn it over and do another X in the center. That way, when I come here, I know where is my center, both directions. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the one
She's very
thing.
specific.
And then another thing I do is when you do your darts and dresses and so on, you usually kind of like come back and then come and finish and nothing. But this one, you sure continue all the way to 1/4 of an inch out. Okay?
And that's important.
That is important. I
Do
will
you-
show
you-
you why.
Yeah, do you want to sew it? We have.
We will finish with just showing them. I'm for sure
Okay.
they know. So
Okay.
you want me to sew one dart? I'll do
well,
one.
well, look, this is the next step.
Oh, there it is. We don't need to
Yes,
sew
we
it.
have it. See, this is what she's talking about. And this is so important. I see that people, they all of a sudden when you look on the right side, there's frayed edges sticking out.
So you continue this way all the way to your 1/4 of an inch, and then you just do your other side, then you flip it over and do your opposite corners, right?
Show them the little.
The other side, the same way. You do all for the same side. And then basically after that, you just sandwich them together like a little
you make
sandwich.
2 of these.
But before you do this, I forgot that step. This is what I do. I always top stitch 1/4 of an inch on one side. And then I flip my other one, and I make sure the other one, I don't do it on this side, because if I do it on this side, it's going to come to this side, right? So you make sure that you flip the other one and they both have that top stitch. You see it on the same side. The reason it is with it, when you go around and sew all the way around, like we did here, oh yeah, and I made a mark here. You start right all the way around, and then you stop there, and then this is where you're going to turn it from.
That's where the thread is.
And then see, there is where my 2 top stitches. Then I just put my fingers, big finger right through it, and just pull it out this way.
I asked her
Okay.
to turn it because she does it so fast.
And then, it takes you a little bit, but just especially that it has 2 layers of batting.
Yeah.
Then,
Did you
what
bring
did I
your
do
pen-
with my pencil?
Pencil.
You can find anything. Growing up, I just find ways to do it. I think years ago, Eleanor always teased me. See, I use my fingers. She gave me a wooden spoon, because I always used to go to my kitchen and pick up something. I can use the wooden spoon. Was really easy to turn things. And you see how I'm using my finger? And it's kind of like pressing. So I have a smooth area I'm going to top stitch. So I'm pressing it from the inside and the outside. My fingers inside is like my little pressing tool. And then in the one on top, I'm pressing the top. You see it? And I just go all the way around, that. And then if you can't do that, you just use your pencil. I like to use a pencil because it has a erasable, and I know no matter how hard I press out, I'm not going to damage anything, the bedding or anything. This is very soft, okay? Then the opening here, this helps me
Yeah.
right here, join them together.
And you fold on that stitching.
And see, there we go. You see it?
Like that stitching.
And then you
yeah,
just
stitching is very helpful.
and then might as well, I'm not going to do hand sewing, so I just started top stitching and then I go all the way around. Okay? And then that will be your ball. And see? Then this morning I just did one
and it
for
is
her.
edge stitched.
Edged stitch like an eighth of a. And see, there is the marks that I did. I didn't erase it. You can just erase it with heat, but I just wanted to show you there. Is that it? I don't know if I missed anything.
And it doesn't take long to make these. And it's a very fun gift. Okay, so we do have bibs. Little bibs. Let me see if this is a bib. Very, very cute. A little bib. And you can make a whole set because we have like a burp cloth, something over the shoulder for you to give with the bib, but that's going to come up later. This one is so fun. They have all different ideas. People start putting their doggy bowls on it. Just different things. Too much fun to just put over your shoulder for a baby that we made. This really special one. And it is an armchair caddy. And this is for you to make for your sewing friends and for your hand sewing. It is the same thing as the burp cloth, but only it has some stitches depending on what you want to put in for them. Little just stitches to make little parts that'll hold the things tight. And especially great just to put on the armchair in your living room. Actually, I've taken beer fabric and I gave it to my brother for his remote control on the couch. So to make this project, you just need to have 2 of the large outside pieces with batting, but well, I picked it up, yeah. Okay, but the little pockets, you just fold pieces of fabric, 9 by 14, and you put them on both ends. This is the die underneath. It's batting, and put one right side up, 2 pockets, they're right side up. This one goes right sides together to it. I mean, this is so easy because you've got it all stacked up and ready.
So the fold is in the center?
Yeah, yeah, here. And now you just take and you put it through. And
Yeah.
Teresa, we have to finish all these things.
Oh, you can go and finish it with your ladies. Yeah, see the fold is right in here on top.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You know, it's the same idea as the bow tie, the fold piece there.
And so put it through. I'm excited. I don't have to finish that. It's done.
So pretty.
Thanks to Brenda.
I forgot the paper, so I think it should be okay.
Yeah, but the paper really does help. Okay, give it a little friction. Do, 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 do. We're almost done. And now you sew around the outside edge, but you leave the opening on one side. And see? Yeah, we needed the paper again. you know, if these are my dies, I understand why, because I cut all these projects for the people. Yeah, so actually, whenever you cut it and you sew it, then this is what it looks like. With the little pockets are already in place.
Yeah.
And nothing else to do with it. So very fun. Last idea. And I'm done. Now I'm gonna have lunch. Okay, the little pine tree. The little pine tree is very easy. I just recommend you get this die. This is the flying geese die for 3.5 by 6.5. And all you do is cut your triangles for the tree. And this was so fun because I found fabric that has the balls on it.
Oh.
Is that cute?
Yeah.
But you have to cut all of these in the same direction. I am a total flip-flopper. This is what I like to do. Line them all like this, you know, and cut them real and be real economical. But you do this, just the little triangle. Then you have this beside it. These are the pieces that go on there like that. And they're just like the others. See how they line up right here and here. Easy to do. And you can make as many of these as you want. There is a pattern, and it's called In the Pines. It's in the book, and it shows it, and then we have this one too. You are doing green with white and green with red. And then they both get some trunks. They're just strips like that. And you can make them upside down. You could do those as placemats, or you can make multiple ones and make it a table runner. Nice and long. And that's it. Come and take a bow. Teresa didn't think we could do it. Merry Christmas. So I hope that you go ahead and enjoy making some of these crafts. I think people really enjoy them. And almost any of them work great if you participate in some type of a fundraiser. People like to buy them too, and especially if they see you homemade them. Woo!